Once upon a time, we started with 33s. And we cut. We cut a whole bunch. And finally, we cut some more. And then we fit those glorious 35s. Buckle up, we're about to go crazy. All right, I've lost my complete mind at this point. So apparently, if you've watched any of my previous videos where I've upgraded my Discovery 2 from 33s to 35s, and the amount of cutting and trimming that I went through to get 35s on there, doing a little internet searching and whatnot, I noticed that the Maxxis Trepidors, they make a 16 in a 37-12-5. So now it's going to be, let's just see how much more trimming we're going to have to cut off of the Discovery to fit these 37s on there. I'm going to be using it in an event in about a week. So I've got just basically probably the first couple of days of next week to start on this. But hopefully I won't have to do as much cutting. I may have to take the wheel spacers that are on there, may have to take those off, but I'm not wanting to go any higher at all. I'm trying to keep it as low as possible, try to keep it from being tippy. Choo-choo. So anyway, stick around. We're gonna try to get these worked up here in a couple of days and just see how much we're gonna have to do to the D2 to get these 37 stuffed under it. All right, so let's get these tires mounted up. Jared came and helped me load up both sets of tires. So the plan is to take the STT Pro tires that are on these black wheels off, and we'll get those mounted up on these, get those mounted up with the Trepidors. So Marty and his team here are going to get these mounted up, and we'll pick them up tomorrow. All right, we're gonna run over here to Marty's real quick, pick up these tires, and get them to the house. And later today, we'll get them installed, and just take into account here maybe what we won't have to trim, but I'm not holding my breath. That is the epitome of work smarter, not harder. Marty and his guys at Hooker's Tires Plus really hooked us up here, and they helped load up these massive Trepidors back into the truck. And if you ever have a tire emergency or a tire need here in Southwest Arkansas, make sure you give Marty a call. Hooker's Tires Plus. And also check out his really cool Extreme Recon Jeep Wrangler JLU. It's pretty awesome. All right, with the Maxxis Treps mounted up and ready to install, all we have left to do now is to remove those 35s and replace them with these glorious 37s. Nuts were really hammered on, so a little mechanical advantage was necessary. It only took me about 25 to 30 minutes to completely work around the vehicle and get the 37s installed. All right, that didn't take that long necessarily. Actually, more clearance than I thought we were going to have here, so this is probably going to be okay. I think that under full stuff in the back, we may have a little bit of an issue, so I plan on taking a small sledge just to try to keep. You know, I'd hate to say it, I would rather beat some body panels than damage these tires, because the tires are worth more than the truck. So We don't want to be messing up the tires. But yeah, it's nice clearance. All right, and for a little walk around here so we can check this out. Again, 99 Discovery 2, and we are now running a full 37-inch tire. All right, let's take her for a little test drive. As you can see, this may not be the finest example of a Land Rover out there, but dang it, man, I love this thing. All right, fingers crossed this goes well. That's a pretty good rub. I've got wheel spacers on the front, so that may be something that needs to come off. Keep it from rubbing under tight turns like that, but I'll have to see where actually it is catching that rubbing at. But for your most just drivability going down the road, it's not too bad. Probably stop right up here and turn it to full lock and just see where we're rubbing at. Rubbing on I can't really do anything about that. That's just going to be, that's just where it's going to rub. I'm kind of concerned with this. Looks like it just got a little bit of a lug there. You might have to trim that just a tad. Yeah, it probably wouldn't hurt to give it a little bit of that. This is probably going to have to be hammered back out of the way. Alright, not too terribly bad. Said there's just a few little spots that we pointed out there, so probably gonna have to take a little bit of a grinder to it at some point in time. Maybe running out of time. Leaving tomorrow afternoon, so got just a little bit of time to get this done. So anyway, all right, let's just see how it tracks on down the road. Thought they would have been a lot louder. They're actually fairly quiet, and that's surprising. So it's pretty good. Not any major vibration. This finally is, with this size tire, I can now tell it's kind of back. Feels a lot like it did when I first put 33s on here without any gearing. Maybe just like, not quite that bad, but yeah, it's not bad though. I mean, really, it's doable, it's drivable. Like I said, I just got to get out and get it, flex it up a little bit and see where we're hitting at and make some changes. But I think we've most of it looks like we probably trimmed enough sheet metal. I am still concerned in the back when it goes to tuck. When you articulate in the back, I'm afraid that may give me some issues, but But it was to be expected, so I kind of assumed that it would be, it would still give me a few issues here and there. All right, Jensen, what do you think? They ride good? Yeah, that's what I think.
It's puppy.
Well, we're off-road now. Due to time constraints and because I like to put things off to the last minute, I was unable to do any kind of like real testing to see just where this thing would rub. Well, we already know about the rock slider on the driver's side, but anyway, we just throw caution to the wind, bring a grinder with us, and we are off to Gilmer, Texas. And we're going to pick up the action chopping off this rock slider on the trail. Now, after admiring Aaron's body work, we decided to just basically take it straight to the trail, and we're going to test and just see exactly where we hit at. Now, we still need some tweaking just to make sure that we can cycle the axle up and down and get the actual most travel that we possibly can, but for now it works. And straight to the hardest challenge we could find, and let's just get some new body damage.
It's in the back. Dealer's choice. That could possibly get the window though.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It's just too wide for it. Hang on.
I mean, a little body damage is just all part of the fun, right? With the bigger tires comes bigger risk and bigger challenges. So anyway, we tried to tackle this, and we're just a little too wide. Got another little body damage on the passenger side as we were coming back off the obstacle, but nothing too terribly bad. These Maxxis Trapidors are just insane. It is wild to think that I have a Discovery 2 on 37s, and now we just got to start busting out some more content to just show what this thing can do. Thanks for the continued support of the channel. I'm Jeff. This is Will to Live Outdoors, and please consider subscribing. Thank you.